cosmic collision is upon us, an unstoppable force that will shake the very core of your existence. In April 2025, a ferocious solar storm will strike Earth's magnetic field, unleashing chaos just as the sun anchors into Taurus, igniting a spiritual firestorm. This isn't a mere celestial event. It's a divine reckoning, a 48-hour crucible that will burn away your old self and forge a new path for your soul. You may have already felt the tremors, a racing heart, sleepless nights, or an unshakable sense of unease. These aren't random. They're cosmic signals, whispering that your transformation has begun. Can you feel it? Have you noticed strange symptoms, like vivid dreams or sudden bursts of anxiety? Over the past few days, the universe is calling, and it won't wait for your permission. Share your experiences in the comments below. What shifts are you feeling? And if you're ready to unlock more cosmic truths, subscribe now to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Together, we'll rise with this energy. The sun's shift into Taurus in April 2025 isn't just a seasonal marker. It's a celestial gateway, a portal to a higher state of being. Taurus, the steadfast guardian of the zodiac, plants your feet firmly on the ground. But the solar storm's fiery chaos will challenge that stability, creating a cosmic friction that sparks profound change. This isn't a gentle nudge. It's a roaring demand to evolve, to break free from the chains of stagnation that have held you back. Imagine a towering oak, its roots trembling as a tempest rages. Will it snap, or will it grow stronger in new directions? That's the energy surging through you now, a divine initiation that will test your spirit and reshape your destiny. The universe is handing you a rare opportunity to transcend your limitations, but you must act swiftly. This portal won't stay open long. If you're ready to step through, drop a comment below and declare, "I'm ready for the cosmic shift. Let's harness this energy together." What does it mean for Taurus, an earth sign ruled by Venus, to anchor you during a solar storm? Venus brings a vibration of love, beauty, and abundance, but Taurus channels these energies into the physical realm. Think of the way a sculptor molds clay into a masterpiece, or a farmer tends to crops with unwavering dedication. This energy is about creation, about building something tangible that reflects your deepest values. But the solar storm disrupts this process, acting like a cosmic wildfire that burns away what's no longer needed. Scientifically, solar storms are eruptions of solar flares and coronal mass ejections, sending charged particles hurtling toward Earth at speeds of up to 1,800 miles per second. When these particles hit our magnetic field, they create geomagnetic storms that can disrupt technology. Think of the 1989 Quebec blackout when a solar storm caused a massive power outage. Beyond the physical, these storms have a spiritual impact, often seen in ancient cultures as omens of change. The Maya, for instance, believed solar activity signaled a time of renewal, a moment when the gods spoke through the heavens. Have you felt a pull towards something new, something that feels both exciting and terrifying? Perhaps you've had moments of clarity that seem to come out of nowhere, like a sudden realization that you need to change your career, or a deep yearning to reconnect with a passion you've neglected. These are the whispers of Taurus, urging you to build a life that aligns with your true self. The solar storm might be making you feel unsteady, as if the ground beneath you is shifting. You might notice physical symptoms like a heaviness in your legs, as if Taurus is literally trying to root you to the earth, or a buzzing in your head, as if the storm's energy is rewiring your thoughts. These sensations are your body's way of attuning to the cosmic shift, preparing you to step through the portal. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast canyon, the wind howling around you as a celestial guardian. A shimmering figure of light and earth beckons you to cross a bridge made of starlight. This bridge is the portal Taurus opens, a pathway to a version of yourself you've only dreamed of, stronger, wiser, more aligned with your soul's purpose. The solar storm is the wind pushing against you, testing your resolve. Will you step forward, or will you retreat into the shadows of fear? This moment is a sacred initiation, a rite of passage that countless spiritual traditions have spoken of for millennia. In ancient times, the Taurian bull was a symbol of fertility and power, worshipped in cultures like Mesopotamia as a harbinger of renewal. The solar storm, too, has been revered and feared, seen by indigenous peoples as a message from the heavens, a time when the veil between worlds thins, allowing divine wisdom to pour through. To connect with this energy, try a simple ritual. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit on the floor, feeling the ground beneath you, and imagine roots extending from your body deep into the earth. Visualize these roots glowing with a warm, golden light, the light of Taurus, anchoring you firmly in place. Picture the solar storm as a wave of fiery energy washing over you, not to destroy, but to cleanse. As it passes, feel it burn away the fears, doubts, and limitations that have held you back. Breathe deeply, inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. With each breath, affirm, I am grounded, I am strong, I am ready. This ritual isn't just a mental exercise. It's a way to physically and spiritually align with the cosmic forces at play, preparing you to step through the portal with confidence. The tension between Taurus's grounding and the solar storm's chaos is a divine dance, a cosmic push and pull designed to propel you forward. Think of a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal must be heated in the fire of the storm, then hammered against the anvil of Taurus's stability to become something unbreakable. You are that sword, and this moment is your forging. The universe isn't asking you to change. It's demanding it with a ferocity that might feel overwhelming at times. You might wake up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, as if an invisible force is urging you to move, to act, to create. That's the solar storm's energy, igniting your spirit with a fire that cannot be ignored. In astrology, Taurus governs the 2nd house, the house of values, resources, and self-worth. This alignment is a cosmic invitation to reassess what you value most. Are you pouring your energy into things that truly matter? Or are you clinging to outdated priorities that no longer serve your growth? The solar storm amplifies this question, shining a spotlight on the areas of your life where you've settled for less than you deserve. Maybe you've stayed in a job that drains your soul because it feels safe, or you've held on to friendships that leave you feeling empty. The storm is here to shake you out of complacency, to remind you that you are worthy of abundance, joy, and fulfillment, but you must claim it. To deepen your connection with this energy, grab a journal and write down 3 things you value most in your life right now. They could be relationships, goals, or personal qualities. For each one, ask yourself, does this truly align with the person I'm becoming? Or is it a remnant of who I used to be? Be brutally honest. The solar storm's energy will make it hard to ignore the truth. You might feel a physical reaction, like a knot in your stomach or a racing pulse, when you confront something that's out of alignment. That's the cosmic friction at work, pushing you to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace what does. Consider the story of Alara, a seeker of truth who lived in a small village centuries ago. Alara had always felt a deep connection to the stars, but she was bound by the expectations of her community. Marry, settle down, live a quiet life. She was a weaver, her hands skilled at creating intricate tapestries, but her heart longed for something more. Her village expected her to marry a local farmer, to settle into a life of predictability, but Alara felt a fire within her that refused to be tamed. One night, a solar storm lit up the sky, and Alara felt a surge of energy so powerful it brought her to her knees. The sky erupted in a symphony of light, auroras dancing in hues of green and violet, a sight her village had never seen. Alara stood on a hill, her breath catching in her chest, as the celestial guardian appeared before her, a figure woven of starlight and earth, its voice like the rumble of distant thunder. "You are a healer, Alara," it said. "The portal is open. Will you step through?" Alara's heart raced with fear. She knew leaving meant abandoning everything she'd ever known, facing judgment from her family, and stepping into the unknown. But as the sun moved into Taurus, and the storm's energy surged, she felt a clarity she'd never known. She packed a small bag, left a note for her family, and walked into the night, following the stars to a distant city where she trained as a healer. Years later, Alara returned to her village, not as the weaver they'd known, but as a wise woman who mended broken spirits. Her tapestries now hung in healing temples, each thread a testament to her journey. You are Ilara in this moment. The portal is open, the guardian is calling. What will you choose? This cosmic alignment is a once-in-a-lifetime event, a convergence of energies that will not repeat in your lifetime. The solar storm's effects will ripple through the atmosphere, potentially causing power outages, communication disruptions, and even shifts in weather patterns. But its true impact is on your spirit. You might feel a heightened sense of intuition, as if you can sense things before they happen, or a sudden clarity about a decision you've been struggling with. These are gifts from the universe, tools to help you navigate the portal. But gifts come with responsibility. You must use them wisely, or they'll slip through your fingers. To prepare for this shift, find a piece of nature to connect with. A park, a forest, even a single tree in your backyard. Stand barefoot on the earth, feeling the soil between your toes, and imagine Taurus's golden light flowing up through your feet, filling your body with stability and strength. As you do this, visualize the solar storm's fiery energy swirling around you, not as a threat, but as a partner in your transformation. Speak aloud, I welcome the storm, I honor the earth, I step through the portal. This practice will help you balance the chaos and the calm, ensuring you're ready to face whatever comes next. In ancient Egypt, Taurus was associated with the bull god Apis, a symbol of fertility, strength, and renewal. Priests would perform rituals during celestial events, believing the bull's energy could channel divine power into the earth, ensuring bountiful harvests and spiritual growth. In Vedic astrology, Taurus, or Vrishaba, is seen as a sign of determination and perseverance, a reminder that true growth requires patience and commitment. The solar storm, on the other hand, has been documented throughout history as a harbinger of change. In 1859, the Carrington event, the most powerful solar storm on record, caused telegraph systems to spark and fail, while auroras were seen as far south as the Caribbean. Imagine the awe and fear our ancestors felt, watching the sky light up with otherworldly colors, knowing something profound was happening. That same awe is within you now, as the storm and Taurus align to push you toward your destiny. Try a second ritual to connect with the celestial guardian. Find a quiet space and light a candle. Its flame will represent the solar storm's fiery energy. Sit comfortably and close your eyes, imagining the celestial guardian standing before you, its form shimmering with light and earth. Ask the guardian, what is my next step through this portal? Listen for an answer. It might come as a thought, a feeling, or even a physical sensation, like a warmth in your chest. When you feel ready, speak aloud, I am ready to step through the portal, guided by the storm and grounded by the earth. Blow out the candle, symbolizing your commitment to act on the guidance you've received. This ritual will help you forge a deeper connection with the cosmic forces, making the portal feel more real, more accessible. Take a moment to sit quietly, perhaps with a cup of tea or in a space where you feel safe. Close your eyes and think about a time in your life when you felt truly grounded, truly connected to your purpose. Maybe it was a moment in nature, when you felt the earth beneath you and the sky above, or a time when you created something you were proud of, a painting, a meal, a piece of writing. Hold that memory in your mind and notice how it feels in your body. Does your breath slow, your shoulders relax? This is Taurus's energy, the anchor that will guide you through the storm. Now, think about a dream you've been hesitant to pursue, something that feels big, even daunting. What's holding you back? Write down 3 fears or doubts that come to mind. Then for each one, write a counterstatement rooted in Taurus's strength. For example, if your fear is, I'm not good enough, your counterstatement might be, I am grounded in my worth, and I have everything I need to succeed. This exercise will help you align with Taurus's energy, giving you the stability to face the storm's chaos with confidence. The urgency of this moment is like a drumbeat, growing louder with each passing second. The portal Taurus opens is a rare convergence, a cosmic alignment that will not repeat for decades. If you hesitate, you risk staying trapped in the same cycles of stagnation, the same fears that have held you back. The solar storm is a cosmic alarm, waking you up to your potential, but it's up to you to answer the call. Every moment you delay, the energy intensifies, pushing you harder toward change. Don't wait for the storm to force your hand. Step forward now, with the courage of a warrior and the stability of the earth beneath you. You've felt it, haven't you? A current of energy pulsing through your veins. A restlessness you can't explain. Maybe it's the late-night thoughts that jolt you awake, your mind racing with ideas and fears, or the sudden clarity that hits you like a lightning bolt, leaving you both exhilarated and terrified. Perhaps you've noticed physical signs. Tingling in your hands, a tightness in your chest, or dreams so vivid they linger all day. These aren't coincidences. They're the solar storm's electromagnetic waves colliding with your soul, awakening something deep within. Over the past few weeks, your life may have felt like a whirlwind. Relationships shifting, routines crumbling, or unexpected losses shaking your foundation. It might feel like you're losing control, but what if this chaos is the universe's way of clearing the path for your true self? Think back. When did you last feel a surge of emotion so strong it scared you? That's the cosmic energy at work, peeling away layers of comfort to reveal your raw, authentic power. Don't fight it. Embrace it, because this awakening is your key to transformation. When charged particles from the sun hit Earth's magnetic field, they create geomagnetic disturbances that can influence your bioelectromagnetic field, the subtle energy that surrounds and permeates your body. This can lead to a range of physical symptoms, from the subtle to the intense. You might feel a sudden heat in your hands, as if your palms are burning with unexpressed energy, or a pressure behind your eyes, as if your intuition is trying to break through. Some people report feeling a sense of vertigo, as if the earth is tilting beneath them, while others experience a deep fatigue, their bodies craving rest as they process the energetic shift. These symptoms are your body's way of adjusting to the storm's frequency, attuning you to a higher vibration. Emotionally, this awakening can be a roller coaster, and it's important to honor every feeling that arises. You might find yourself laughing one moment, filled with a sudden joy that feels almost otherworldly, and crying the next, overwhelmed by a grief you can't quite place. These emotional waves are the storm's energy stirring up what's been buried: old traumas, suppressed desires, unacknowledged fears. Geomagnetic storms can disrupt the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep, leading to insomnia or hypersomnia. They can also affect the pineal gland, often called the third eye in spiritual traditions, which is sensitive to electromagnetic fields. This might explain why you're having vivid dreams of flying over mountains, of speaking to ancestors, or of standing in a storm that feels both terrifying and exhilarating. These dreams are your subconscious speaking, amplified by the storm's energy, offering insights into what's awakening within you. Consider Kale, a man of routine, whose life revolved around his job at the library, his small apartment, and weekly dinners with his aging parents. Beneath his quiet exterior, Kale harbored a secret. He'd always wanted to be a writer, to tell stories that moved people's hearts. For years, he'd pushed this dream aside, telling himself it was impractical, that he wasn't good enough. When the solar storm hit, Kale started feeling restless, his nights filled with dreams of ink-stained pages and whispered words. He'd wake up at 2 a.m., his heart pounding, as if an invisible force was urging him to write. At first, Kale resisted. He told himself it was just stress, that he should stick to his routine. But the storm's energy was relentless, and one day, as he shelved books in the library, a wave of clarity hit him. He saw his life for what it was, a cage of his own making, built from fear and self-doubt. Kale went home that night, pulled out an old notebook, and started writing. The words poured out of him, raw and unfiltered, as if the storm had unlocked a part of his soul he'd forgotten existed. Over the next few weeks, Kale's life began to shift. He joined a writing group, shared his work for the first time, and even submitted a short story to a contest. The storm had awakened Kale's true self, and Taurus gave him the courage to act. What dream is the storm awakening in you, and how can you take the first step toward it? To process this awakening, find a quiet space and take a few deep breaths, focusing on the rhythm of your breath. Think about the past month. What moments of emotional intensity stand out? Perhaps it was a moment of anger that surprised you, a sudden burst of creativity, or a deep sadness that seemed to come out of nowhere. Write down these moments. Then for each one, ask yourself 3 questions. What triggered this emotion? What might it be teaching me about myself? And how can I honor this feeling as part of my awakening? For example, if you felt a surge of anger during a conversation, maybe it's a sign you've been suppressing your needs, and the storm is urging you to speak your truth. If you felt sadness, perhaps it's the universe clearing space for new growth, asking you to release what no longer serves you. This exercise will help you see your emotions as allies, guiding you toward your true self. Find another quiet space and take a few deep breaths, focusing on the rise and fall of your chest. Think back over the past few weeks. What moments stand out? Maybe it was an argument that left you reeling, a sudden urge to change your routine, or a loss that broke your heart. Write down these moments, then ask yourself, what emotion was I feeling, and what might it be teaching me? For example, if you felt anger during an argument, perhaps it's a sign you've been suppressing your needs for too long. If you felt grief over a loss, maybe it's the universe clearing space for something new. This exercise isn't about judging yourself. It's about listening to the cosmic messages hidden in your emotions. The solar storm is amplifying these feelings for a reason, so don't ignore them. To manage the physical symptoms, create a nighttime routine to soothe your nervous system if you're struggling with insomnia or racing thoughts. Start by turning off all screens at least 2 hours before bed. Blue light can exacerbate the storm's effects on your melatonin levels. Instead, light a lavender-scented candle and play soft, ambient music. Sit comfortably and practice a body scan. Close your eyes and focus on each part of your body, starting at your toes and moving up to your head, noticing any tension and consciously releasing it. Then, sip a cup of chamomile tea, letting its warmth ground you in Taurus's energy. As you prepare for sleep, place a piece of amethyst or rose quartz under your pillow. These crystals are known for their calming properties, helping to balance the storm's intensity. This ritual will help you rest, allowing your body and mind to process the awakening without overwhelm. If you're struggling with insomnia, create a calming bedtime ritual. Dim the lights, avoid screens for at least an hour before bed, and sip a cup of chamomile tea. If you're feeling a racing heartbeat or anxiety, try a grounding technique. Place your hands on your chest and breathe deeply, imagining a warm light spreading from your heart to your fingertips, calming your body. If vivid dreams are leaving you unsettled, keep a dream journal by your bed. Write down every detail as soon as you wake up, then look for patterns or symbols that might hold meaning. These practices will help you stay centered as the storm's energy surges through you. The emotional and psychological awakening you're experiencing is a sacred process, one that countless spiritual seekers have walked before you. In ancient Greece, solar phenomena were often seen as messages from the gods, with philosophers like Plato writing about the connection between celestial events and human consciousness. The Greeks believed that the sun, as the source of all life, carried divine wisdom, and a solar storm was a moment when that wisdom poured forth, illuminating hidden truths. In Chinese astrology, Taurus's equivalent is the ox, a symbol of hard work, reliability, and determination. The ox's energy reminds us that awakening isn't always easy. It requires effort, patience, and a willingness to face discomfort. The solar storm, then, is the spark that ignites this process, pushing you to confront the truths you've been avoiding. What truth is the storm illuminating for you right now? Think of a caterpillar inside its chrysalis. Before it can become a butterfly, it must dissolve completely, turning into a formless soup of potential. That's where you are right now, dissolving the old to make way for the new. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, and it might even feel like you're falling apart. This dissolution is necessary. The solar storm is the heat that melts the chrysalis, and Taurus is the steady hand guiding you toward rebirth. You're not breaking, you're becoming. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a forest, surrounded by towering trees. The air is electric, charged with the energy of the solar storm, and the ground beneath you pulses with Taurus's steady rhythm. In front of you is a mirror, reflecting not your physical form, but your soul. What do you see? Perhaps it's a version of yourself you've never met, brave, radiant, unafraid. As the storm's energy swirls around you, the mirror begins to crack, shattering the old image of who you thought you were. From the shards emerges a new reflection, a self that's more aligned with your true purpose. Hold this image in your mind and let it guide you through the awakening process. This visualization isn't just a metaphor. It's a way to connect with the cosmic energy, to see yourself as the universe sees you. Think of a diamond buried deep in the earth. It must endure immense pressure to become a gem. You are that diamond, and this moment is your pressure. The storm is polishing you, revealing the brilliance you've always carried within. The urgency of this awakening cannot be overstated. The solar storm's effects are temporary, but their impact on your psyche can be permanent if you embrace the process. Every emotion, every physical sensation, every moment of clarity, it's all part of the universe's plan to wake you up. You must be an active participant. Don't let fear or discomfort hold you back. This is your chance to step into your power, to become the person you were always meant to be. The storm is a catalyst, but you are the alchemist. What will you create with this energy? Now is the moment to look at the connections in your life with unflinching honesty. The solar storm and Taurus energy are magnifying every bond, family, friends, romantic partners, revealing what truly nourishes your soul and what drains it. Are your relationships lifting you toward the person you're meant to become, or are they anchors pulling you back into the past? Perhaps you've noticed tension rising, arguments flaring, or a quiet urge to distance yourself from certain people. This isn't random. It's the universe forcing you to realign. Imagine your life as a garden. Some plants thrive, while others choke the soil, stealing light from what needs to grow. It's time to uproot what no longer serves you, even if it hurts. What habits, routines, or even thoughts are keeping you stuck? The cosmic storm is here to shake loose these burdens, but you must be brave enough to let them go. This isn't about destruction. It's about reclaiming your energy for what truly matters. Your dreams, your peace, your growth. The clock is ticking. Don't let this moment pass you by. Taurus, with its earthy, grounding energy, is deeply tied to the physical world. It's about what you can touch, feel, and build. In relationships, Taurus asks you to consider what's stable, what's reliable, what's worth investing in. The solar storm is a disruptor, a force that shakes the foundations of even the strongest bonds, exposing what's truly nourishing and what's toxic. You might have noticed physical sensations when you're around certain people. A tightness in your throat, a heaviness in your chest, or even a sudden aversion, as if your body is rejecting their energy. These are the storm's signals, amplified by Taurus's clarity, showing you where your energy is being depleted. Picture your life as a ship sailing on a vast ocean. Your relationships are the crew. Some are rowing in sync, helping you navigate toward your destination, while others are throwing anchors overboard, slowing your progress. The solar storm is a gale force wind, rocking the ship and testing the strength of your crew. The ones who row with you, who support your journey, will help you weather the storm. The ones who weigh you down, who create chaos or drag you off course, they must be released or the ship will sink. This isn't about blame. It's about survival, about ensuring your journey leads to the shores of your true potential. Who in your life is rowing with you, and who is holding you back? To make this tangible, draw 2 columns on a piece of paper. In the first column, write down the names of the 5 people you spend the most time with: family, friends, partners, even coworkers. In the second column, write down how you feel after interacting with each person. Do you feel energized, inspired, and supported? Or do you feel drained, anxious, or small? Be honest with yourself, even if the answers are hard to face. The solar storm's energy will amplify these feelings, making it impossible to ignore the truth. If you feel a pit in your stomach or a tightness in your jaw when you think of someone, that's the universe telling you something needs to change. This exercise isn't about cutting people out of your life without thought. It's about recognizing where your energy is being depleted so you can redirect it toward growth. Think about the 3 people you interact with most frequently. They could be a parent, a partner, a friend, or a colleague. For each person, write down a recent interaction that left you feeling drained or unsupported. Maybe it was a conversation where you felt unheard, or a moment where you compromised your own needs to keep the peace. For each interaction, ask yourself, what did this moment reveal about this relationship? Is this person helping me grow, or are they holding me back? If you feel a physical reaction, like a sinking feeling in your gut or a tightness in your jaw, that's the storm's energy amplifying the truth. Write down one boundary you can set with each person to protect your energy. For example, if your friend always calls to vent, you might decide to limit those calls to 15 minutes or ask them to check in with you first. This exercise will help you see your relationships through the lens of the cosmic shift, giving you the clarity to make hard but necessary choices. Consider Lila, a 32-year-old graphic designer, a woman who prided herself on being the fixer in her relationships. Her mother, Clara, was a perfectionist, always critiquing Lila's choices, her career, her appearance, even her hobbies. "You could do better," Clara would say, her words cutting deeper each time. Lila's best friend, Mara, was a constant complainer, always venting about her own problems without asking how Lila was doing. And Lila's boyfriend, Jace, dismissed her dreams of starting her own design studio, telling her it was too risky. For years, Lila absorbed these dynamics, telling herself it was her job to keep everyone happy. When the solar storm hit, Lila started feeling a pressure she couldn't ignore. She'd wake up with a knot in her stomach after talking to her mother, feel drained after Mara's endless complaints, and shrink inside every time Jace brushed off her ambitions. One evening, as she sat in her apartment, the storm's energy surged through her like a tidal wave. Lila looked at a painting she'd created years ago, a vibrant piece she'd hidden away because Jace called it childish, and a wave of anger washed over her. She realized these relationships were suffocating her, dimming her light. That night, Lila made a decision. She called her mother and said, "I need space to figure out who I am." She told Mara, "I can't be your sounding board anymore. I need support too." She sat Jace down, her voice trembling but firm, and ended their relationship. The next day, Lila hung her painting on the wall, a symbol of her reclaimed energy. She started taking small steps toward her dream, researching studio spaces, sketching new designs, and joining a community of artists who saw her potential. Who in your life is dimming your light, and how can you reclaim your energy? Solar storms can influence the human nervous system, increasing cortisol levels, the stress hormone, which can make you more reactive in relationships. You might find yourself snapping at loved ones over small things, or feeling an intense need to withdraw, as if your body is trying to protect itself. At the same time, Taurus's energy heightens your awareness of physical sensations, making you more attuned to how others affect your energy field. If you feel a sudden aversion to someone, or a sense of relief when they leave, that's your body speaking, amplified by the cosmic forces at play. Pay attention to these signals. They're guiding you toward relationships that align with your growth. To support this realignment, find a quiet space and gather 3 small objects, one to represent each of the relationships you're reevaluating. These could be a photo, a piece of jewelry, or even a written note with their name. Hold each object in your hands, one at a time, and speak to it. "I honor the lessons you've taught me, but I release what no longer serves my growth." Visualize the solar storm's energy as a fiery light, burning away the energetic cords that tie you to this person in unhealthy ways, and Taurus's grounding light filling the space with new energy. When you're ready, bury the objects in the earth, or place them in a box and store them away, symbolizing your commitment to let go. As you do this, affirm, "I reclaim my energy for my dreams, my peace, my growth." This ritual will help you physically and emotionally release what's holding you back, making space for relationships that lift you up. Find a small object that represents something you want to let go of. A piece of jewelry from a past relationship, a notebook filled with self-doubt, or even a stone that symbolizes a habit you're ready to break. Hold the object in your hands and speak to it. "I release you because you no longer serve my growth. I am ready for what's next." Bury the object in the earth, or if that's not possible, place it in a box and store it out of sight. As you do this, visualize the solar storm's energy sweeping through you, clearing away the old, and Taurus's grounding light filling the space with new potential. This ritual is a powerful way to make the cosmic shift tangible, to physically let go of what's holding you back. Taurus governs the physical world, including your daily practices, your body, and your environment. You might notice a heightened awareness of habits that drain you, like spending hours on social media, skipping meals, or neglecting your physical health. These habits might feel comforting in the moment, but they're like weeds in your garden, stealing energy from what needs to grow. The solar storm is pushing you to confront these patterns, to ask yourself, what routines are supporting my growth and which ones are holding me back? Maybe you've been meaning to start a morning meditation practice, but keep putting it off. Perhaps you've been avoiding a difficult conversation because it feels easier to stay silent. The storm's energy is here to give you the push you need. Don't ignore it. The urgency of this moment is like a tidal wave, building in strength with each passing second. The solar storm and Taurus energy are a rare convergence, a cosmic alignment that will not repeat for years. If you don't act now, you risk staying trapped in relationships and habits that dim your light, that keep you small. The storm is here to shake you free, but it can't do the work for you. You must be brave enough to let go, to realign, to reclaim your energy. Taurus is your anchor, giving you the strength to make these changes with grace. But the storm is your catalyst, pushing you to act with urgency. What will you release today to make space for your growth? You are not a bystander in this cosmic upheaval. You are a warrior, a co-creator with the universe itself. The solar storm is a blazing forge, and you are the blade being sharpened within it. This is your moment to take charge, to seize the reins of your destiny with unwavering courage. Picture a lighthouse standing resolute as waves crash around it, its beam cutting through the storm. Your inner clarity must be that light, guiding you through the chaos. The universe is screaming for you to act, to step into your power with purpose. Have you been holding back, waiting for the perfect time to make a change? That time is now. The solar storm's energy is a cosmic green light, illuminating paths you couldn't see before. Maybe it's a career shift you've been dreaming of, a conversation you've avoided, or a leap of faith you've been too scared to take. Whatever it is, the universe is aligning to support you, but you must move now. Don't let doubt or fear dim your light. Trust your intuition, even if the path ahead looks uncertain. The storm is clearing the way, but you must walk through it. What bold step are you ready to take today? The universe is waiting to meet you halfway. The solar storm is a surge of cosmic energy, a moment when the universe's creative power is at its peak. In spiritual traditions, solar storms are seen as portals of manifestation, when your thoughts, intentions, and actions carry extra weight. This is your chance to shape your reality, to turn your dreams into tangible outcomes. Being a co-creator isn't passive. It requires you to step up, to take responsibility for your life, to act with intention. Think of the universe as a master artist, and you as its apprentice. The storm is the paint, vibrant and chaotic, and Taurus is the canvas, steady and grounded. Together, they offer you the tools to create a masterpiece, but you must pick up the brush and paint. If you hesitate, the paint will dry, the moment will pass, and you'll be left with an unfinished canvas. Imagine you've been dreaming of starting your own business, but fear of failure has kept you stuck in a job you hate. Over the past few weeks, you've felt a growing restlessness, a sense that you're meant for more. The solar storm's energy might manifest as a sudden burst of clarity. You wake up one morning with a business idea so vivid it feels like a vision. That's the universe handing you a blueprint, but it's up to you to act. Will you write down the idea, research the next steps, and take a leap of faith? Or will you let doubt creep in, telling yourself it's not the right time? The storm's energy is a cosmic green light, but it won't wait forever. The longer you hesitate, the harder it will push, amplifying your restlessness until you can't ignore it anymore. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing on a cliff, overlooking a turbulent sea. The solar storm rages above, lightning illuminating the sky, while the earth beneath your feet pulses with Taurus's grounding energy. In the distance, you see a lighthouse, its beam cutting through the chaos, beckoning you forward. This lighthouse is your inner clarity, your intuition, your strength. As you walk toward it, the storm's winds push against you, testing your resolve. But with each step, you feel Taurus's energy anchoring you, giving you the courage to keep going. When you reach the lighthouse, you step inside and find a mirror. In the reflection, you see yourself as a warrior, fierce, radiant, unstoppable. This is who you are becoming. Hold this image in your mind and let it guide your actions. What bold step does this warrior want to take? Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a vast forge, the air hot with the solar storm's fiery energy. In front of you is a massive anvil, glowing with Taurus's grounding light, and in your hands is a hammer, pulsating with power. On the anvil lies a piece of raw metal, your potential, your dreams, your destiny. As the storm's energy surges around you, you raise the hammer and strike the metal, shaping it with each blow. With every strike, you feel stronger, more focused, more aligned with your purpose. What shape are you creating? Is it a sword symbolizing courage? A shield symbolizing protection? Or perhaps a key symbolizing freedom? As you work, the storm's energy fuels your strength, and Taurus's light ensures your strikes are precise. When you're finished, hold your creation in your hands and feel its power. It's a physical manifestation of your role as a co-creator. This visualization will help you connect with the cosmic energy, empowering you to take action with confidence. The solar storm's energy might make you feel a surge of adrenaline, as if you're ready to take on the world. You might notice your heart racing with excitement, or feel a tingling in your spine, as if your body is electrified with potential. This energy can also bring up fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of change. That's normal and it's part of the process. The storm is pushing you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to confront these fears head-on. When you feel fear rising, don't push it away. Acknowledge it, then remind yourself, I am a co-creator with the universe, and I am stronger than my fear. This affirmation will help you channel the storm's energy into action, rather than letting it paralyze you. Meet Aaron, a 40-year-old single father, working as a mechanic to provide for his daughter, Maya. He'd always dreamed of traveling the world, of showing Maya the wonders of different cultures, but he told himself it wasn't practical. His job was stable, his savings were modest, and travel felt like a luxury he couldn't afford. When the solar storm hit, Aaron started feeling restless. His nights filled with dreams of far-off places, bustling markets in Morocco, serene temples in Japan, vibrant festivals in Brazil. He'd wake up with a longing so intense it felt like a physical ache. At first, Aaron tried to ignore it, telling himself it was just a phase, that he should focus on his responsibilities. The storm's energy was relentless, and one day, as he watched Maya draw pictures of imaginary adventures, a wave of clarity hit him. He realized he was teaching her to play it safe, to fear the unknown, when what he wanted was to show her how to live boldly. That night, Aaron sat down with a notebook and started planning. He researched affordable destinations, created a budget, and booked a month-long trip to Thailand, a place he'd always wanted to visit. The process wasn't easy. He had to negotiate time off work, save every penny, and face his own fears of the unknown. As he and Maya boarded the plane, Aaron felt a sense of power he'd never known. He was no longer just a mechanic. He was a co-creator, shaping a new story for himself and his daughter. The storm had given him the courage to act, and Taurus had provided the stability to follow through. What dream have you been putting off, and how can the storm's energy help you act? In ancient Rome, solar phenomena were seen as signs of divine favor or displeasure, often prompting leaders to take bold action. The Emperor Augustus, for instance, reportedly saw a solar event as a sign to expand the empire, leading to a period of unprecedented growth. In Native American traditions, solar storms were seen as moments of spiritual awakening, when the Great Spirit spoke through the heavens, urging individuals to step into their power. The sun moving into Taurus amplifies this, as Taurus is a sign of action, of building something lasting. This alignment is a cosmic call to act, to create, to shape your destiny with intention. What bold action is the universe calling you to take right now? Think of one goal you've been hesitant to pursue. Maybe it's asking for a promotion, ending a toxic relationship, or starting a creative project. Write down 3 small steps you can take today to move toward that goal. For example, if your goal is to ask for a promotion, your steps might be 1. Schedule a meeting with your boss. 2. List your accomplishments to present. 3. Practice what you'll say. The solar storm's energy is a catalyst, but Taurus reminds you to take steady, deliberate steps. Don't rush, act with intention, knowing the universe is supporting you. As you take these steps, notice how you feel. Do you feel a sense of relief, excitement, or even fear? These emotions are guideposts, showing you where your energy needs to flow. Think of one goal you've been hesitant to pursue. Maybe it's starting a new hobby, asking for a raise, or moving to a new city. Write down 5 specific steps you can take over the next week to move toward that goal. For example, if your goal is to start a new hobby like painting, your steps might be 1. Research local art classes. 2. Buy a set of paints and brushes. 3. Set aside 2 hours this weekend to paint. 4. Watch an online tutorial to learn basic techniques. 5. Share your first painting with a friend for feedback. As you write these steps, notice how you feel. Does your heart race with excitement, or do you feel a flicker of fear? These emotions are part of the process, amplified by the storm's energy, guiding you toward action. Taurus reminds you to take steady, deliberate steps, while the storm urges you to act with urgency. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the moment. The urgency of this moment is like a wildfire, spreading with unstoppable force. The solar storm's energy is a rare opportunity, a cosmic alignment that will not repeat for years. If you don't act now, you risk staying stuck in the same patterns, the same fears, the same limitations. The storm is here to forge you into a warrior, a co-creator, a force of change, but it can't do the work for you. You must pick up the hammer, strike the anvil, and shape your destiny. The universe is waiting for you to move, to create, to act. What will you forge with this moment? The energy of this 48-hour window is a wildfire, but Taurus offers you an anchor, a way to channel this intensity into lasting growth. Before you act, pause. I know it feels counterintuitive when the storm is raging, but rushing in without clarity can lead to chaos. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and feel the earth beneath you. Taurus energy is steady, unyielding, a reminder that true transformation isn't a sprint. It's a rooted, deliberate journey. Have you been feeling overwhelmed? Your thoughts scattered like leaves in the wind? That's the solar storm's electromagnetic pull, but you can ground yourself. Find a quiet space, even for a moment, and ask, what do I truly want to create in my life? Not what others expect, not what feels safe, what you desire at your core. Write it down if you need to. This storm is clearing the fog from your mind, revealing truths you've buried under layers of doubt. It's exposing your fears, your limiting beliefs, but also your deepest dreams. The next few days will be intense, but they're also a sacred opportunity to plant seeds in fertile soil. What vision are you ready to nurture? Don't let the storm's roar drown out your inner voice. Listen and act with conviction. Taurus, as an earth sign, is deeply connected to the physical world. It's about what you can see, touch, and feel. Think of a farmer planting seeds in the spring, knowing that with care and patience, those seeds will grow into a bountiful harvest. That's Taurus's energy, slow, steady, deliberate. The solar storm is a force of rapid transformation, a wildfire that can either destroy or fuel growth, depending on how you channel it. The key is to balance these energies. Use Taurus to ground yourself, to find clarity, and use the storm to ignite your manifestation power. This isn't about fleeting wishes or superficial goals. It's about planting seeds for a future that aligns with your soul's purpose. The solar storm's electromagnetic effects might be making you feel jittery, as if your thoughts are racing faster than you can keep up. You might notice physical symptoms like a tightness in your shoulders, a fluttering in your stomach, or even a sense of dizziness, as if the ground beneath you is shifting. These are signs that your energy field is being disrupted, but Taurus offers a remedy. Find a quiet space, ideally outdoors, but indoors will work too, and sit or stand with your feet firmly on the ground. If you're outside, take off your shoes and feel the earth beneath your toes. If you're inside, Imagine the floor beneath you as a connection to the Earth's core. Close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths, inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. With each breath, visualize roots growing from your feet, sinking deep into the earth, anchoring you in Taurus's golden light. Feel this light rise through your body, filling you with calm, stability, and strength. This grounding practice will help you stay centered, no matter how intense the storm becomes. Find a quiet space, preferably outdoors, and bring a small object that feels grounding to you. A stone, a piece of wood, or even a leaf. Sit comfortably and hold the object in your hands, feeling its texture, its weight. Close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths, imagining the earth beneath you as a vast, golden light, the light of Taurus. Visualize this light rising through your body, starting at your feet and moving up to your head, filling you with stability, strength, and calm. As you hold the object, imagine it absorbing the storm's chaotic energy, transforming it into a steady, grounding force. Speak aloud, "I am rooted, I am steady, I am ready." Keep this object with you over the next few days, holding it whenever you feel overwhelmed, as a reminder of Taurus's anchoring energy. This practice will help you stay centered, allowing you to channel the storm's intensity into productive action. The solar storm is a cosmic amplifier, magnifying your ability to create what you desire. In spiritual teachings, solar storms are seen as moments of heightened manifestation potential, when your thoughts and intentions carry extra weight. If your mind is cluttered with fear or doubt, you might manifest chaos rather than clarity. That's why grounding is so important. It helps you focus your energy on what you truly want, rather than what you fear. Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I want to create in my life right now? This isn't about what others expect of you or what society deems successful. It's about your deepest, most authentic desires. Maybe you want to cultivate a sense of inner peace, start a new career, or build deeper connections with loved ones. Whatever it is, write it down. Writing is a powerful act of manifestation, a way to make your desires tangible. Find a small object that represents your desire. A crystal for clarity, a coin for abundance, a photo for love. Hold the object in your hands and close your eyes. Visualize your desire as if it's already real. See yourself living it. Feel the emotions it brings. Hear the sounds around you. For example, if your desire is inner peace, imagine yourself sitting by a serene lake, feeling a deep calm wash over you, hearing the gentle lapping of water. As you hold this vision, feel the solar storm's energy swirling around you, amplifying your intention, and Taurus's grounding light anchoring it into reality. Speak aloud, "I call this into being, with the power of the storm and the strength of the earth." Place the object somewhere you'll see it daily, as a reminder of your intention. This ritual isn't just symbolic. It's a way to align your energy with the cosmic forces, making your desires more likely to manifest. Find a quiet space and light a candle. Its flame will represent the solar storm's fiery energy. Sit comfortably and close your eyes, holding your object in one hand and placing the other hand on your heart. Visualize your desire as a seed, glowing with light, and imagine planting it in the earth, surrounded by Taurus's golden energy. See the storm's fiery light nourishing the seed, helping it grow, while Taurus's stability ensures its roots sink deep. As you hold this vision, feel the emotions of your desire, joy, peace, excitement, as if it's already real. Speak aloud, "I plant this seed with the storm's fire and the earth's strength, and I trust it will grow." When you're ready, blow out the candle, symbolizing your commitment to nurture this desire. Place the object somewhere you'll see it daily, and over the next few weeks, take small steps toward your desire, trusting the cosmic energy to support you. This ritual will help you align your energy with the universe, making your manifestation more powerful. Meet Soren, a 28-year-old musician who had once dreamed of filling concert halls with his music, but years of rejection had left him jaded. He'd taken a job as a barista, telling himself music was a hobby, not a career. When the solar storm hit, Soren started feeling overwhelmed, his thoughts racing with self-doubt and fear about his future. He'd snap at customers over small things, his patience worn thin by the storm's electromagnetic effects. As the sun moved into Taurus, Soren felt a shift. He started craving stillness, a connection to something solid. One morning, he went to a local park, sat under a massive oak tree, and took off his shoes, feeling the grass beneath his feet. As he breathed deeply, the storm's chaos seemed to fade, replaced by a quiet clarity. A melody came to him, soft at first, then growing louder, as if the earth itself was singing through him. Soren realized he'd been letting fear block his creativity, telling himself he wasn't good enough, that he'd never make it. The storm's energy was pushing him to face those fears, to reclaim his passion. That day, Soren went home, pulled out his guitar, and wrote a song, the first he'd written in years. He performed it at an open mic that weekend, his hands shaking but his voice steady, and the crowd's applause brought tears to his eyes. Over the next few months, Soren's song went viral, reigniting his career and reminding him of his true purpose. The storm had cleared his doubts, and Taurus had given him the stability to act. What passion is the storm urging you to reclaim, and how can Taurus's energy help you ground it? In ancient India, solar storms were seen as moments of spiritual purification, when the sun god Surya burned away impurities to reveal truth. The Vedic texts describe Taurus, or Vrishabha, as a sign of sustenance, a reminder that true manifestation requires nurturing, patience, and commitment. The storm, then, is Surya's fire, clearing the way for new growth, while Taurus is the fertile soil, ensuring that growth is lasting. This alignment is a cosmic invitation to manifest your deepest desires, but it requires you to act with intention, to plant seeds that align with your soul's purpose. What seed are you ready to plant, and how can you nurture it over time? The urgency of this moment is like a river, flowing with unstoppable force. The solar storm's energy is a rare opportunity, a cosmic window that will close as quickly as it opened. If you don't ground yourself and focus your intentions, you risk being swept away by the storm's chaos, manifesting fear instead of dreams. Taurus is here to help you plant seeds, but you must act with clarity, with conviction, with purpose. The storm is clearing the fog, revealing what you truly want. Don't let this moment pass you by. What will you manifest with this energy? This is no ordinary moment. It's a cosmic crossroads, a pivotal point where your destiny hangs in the balance. The solar storm is a celestial hammer, shattering the old patterns, beliefs, and comfort zones that have kept you small. You can feel it in your bones, can't you? The ground beneath you is shifting, and there's no going back. You're standing on the edge of something monumental, something that could redefine your entire existence. Think of a phoenix rising from ashes. The storm is your fire, and you are the phoenix, ready to soar into a new chapter. But this transformation demands action. The universe has aligned these forces for you, not to break you, but to remake you. Every doubt, every fear, every hesitation. It's all being burned away to reveal the bold, powerful being you were always meant to be. What's the one thing you've been putting off, the dream you've buried because it felt too big, too scary? The storm is here to give you the strength to chase it. Don't wait for the calm after the storm. Rise in the chaos, claim your power, and rewrite your story. The universe isn't offering this chance lightly. It's a once-in-a-lifetime alignment. Will you let it slip through your fingers, or will you seize it with both hands? The solar storm is a force of destruction, but it's a sacred destruction, clearing away what no longer serves you to make space for something new. Think of a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each strike removes what's unnecessary, revealing the masterpiece within. You are that marble, and the storm is the chisel, stripping away the old patterns, beliefs, and fears that have kept you small. You might feel this as a physical sensation, a burning in your throat, as if the storm is urging you to speak your truth, or a pressure in your chest, as if your heart is expanding to hold more light. These sensations are signs of transformation, proof that the cosmic energy is working through you, remaking you into the person you were always meant to be. In many traditions, solar storms are seen as moments of divine intervention, when the universe steps in to realign your path. The The sun moving into Taurus amplifies this, as Taurus is the sign of creation, of building something lasting. This alignment is a cosmic invitation to rewrite your story, to step into the destiny you were always meant to fulfill. Destiny isn't something that happens to you, it's something you create. The storm is giving you the raw materials, the fire to forge your path, but you must be the blacksmith, shaping your future with intention. What's the one dream you've been putting off because it felt too big, too scary? Maybe it's moving to a new city, starting a family, or pursuing a passion you've always kept on the back burner. The storm is here to give you the courage to chase it, but you must act. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a vast, fiery landscape, the solar storm raging around you as a whirlwind of light and heat. The ground beneath you is solid, glowing with Taurus's golden energy, anchoring you in place. In the distance, you see a phoenix, its wings ablaze, rising from a pile of ashes. As you watch, the phoenix flies toward you, its eyes locked on yours, and you feel its heat, its power, its courage. The phoenix lands in front of you, and as it spreads its wings, you see your own reflection in its flames. A version of yourself that's bold, radiant, unafraid. The phoenix merges with you, filling your body with its fire, burning away doubt, fear, and hesitation. Feel this energy coursing through you, igniting your spirit, empowering you to chase your destiny. Ask yourself, what's the one dream I've been putting off, and how can this phoenix help me chase it? Let the answer come to you and hold it in your heart. This visualization is a way to connect with your destiny, to see yourself as the universe sees you, a being of infinite potential, ready to rise. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a vast desert, the sun blazing overhead. The solar storm rages around you, a whirlwind of fire and light, but you stand firm, rooted in Taurus's grounding energy. In the distance, you see a phoenix rising from the ashes, its wings spread wide, its eyes locked on yours. This phoenix is you, the version of yourself that's ready to soar. As you watch, the phoenix flies toward you, merging with your body, filling you with its fire, its power, its courage. Feel this energy coursing through you, burning away doubt, fear, and hesitation. Ask yourself, what's the one thing I've been putting off that this phoenix wants to chase? Let the answer come to you and hold it in your heart. This visualization is a way to connect with your destiny, to see yourself as the universe sees you, a being of infinite potential, ready to rise. Meet Zara, a 35-year-old office manager, living in a small apartment in a bustling city. She'd grown up in a rural town, where her teachers and family told her she'd never amount to much. Her grades were average, her dreams were unrealistic, and she should settle for a quiet life. Zara carried this belief like a heavy cloak, even as she moved to the city and built a stable career. She told herself she was content, but deep down, she felt unfulfilled, as if a part of her was asleep. When the solar storm hit, Zara started having vivid dreams. Dreams of standing in a classroom, teaching children, her voice filled with passion. She'd wake up with a longing so intense it brought tears to her eyes, but she'd push it aside, telling herself it was too late to change. The storm's energy was relentless, though, and one day, as she walked through a park on her lunch break, a wave of clarity hit her. She saw a group of children playing, their laughter echoing, and realized she was meant to be a teacher, to inspire others the way she'd never been inspired. The storm had shattered her old belief that she wasn't good enough, and Taurus gave her the strength to act. Zara enrolled in a teaching program that evening, her hands trembling as she submitted the application. Over the next few months, she faced challenges, balancing work and school, confronting her own insecurities, navigating the judgment of friends who thought she was crazy to change her life. With each step, Zara felt lighter, more alive, as if the phoenix within her was spreading its wings. A year later, Zara stood in front of her first classroom, her heart full, knowing she'd found her destiny. The storm had remade her, and Taurus had given her the foundation to soar. What old belief is the storm shattering for you, and what destiny is it revealing? In ancient Persia, solar storms were seen as moments of divine transformation, when the god Mitra, the deity of light and truth, intervened in human affairs, guiding souls toward their higher purpose. The Persians believed that such events marked a turning point, a moment when individuals could break free from their past and step into their destiny. In Western astrology, Taurus is associated with the second house, the house of self-worth and resources, reminding us that true transformation begins with valuing ourselves, with believing we are worthy of our dreams. The storm, then, is Mitra's light, illuminating your path, while Taurus is the foundation, ensuring you have the resources to walk it. This alignment is a cosmic invitation to rewrite your story, to step into the destiny you were always meant to fulfill. What destiny are you ready to claim? The urgency of this moment is like a heartbeat, pounding with increasing intensity. The solar storm's energy is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a cosmic alignment that will not repeat for decades. If you don't act now, you risk staying trapped in the same patterns, the same fears, the same limitations. The storm is here to break you free, to show you the destiny that's waiting for you. But you must seize it. The universe is offering you a chance to rise, to become the phoenix you were always meant to be. What will you do with this moment? The cosmic storm is here, and it's not a force to fear. It's your greatest ally, a catalyst for growth and awakening. The solar storm and the sun's shift into Taurus in April 2025 are a divine invitation to shed the old and step into your true potential. You must act now. This 48-hour window is your chance to transform, to align with your highest purpose, and to create a life that reflects your authentic self. To stabilize your energy and harness this power, take these steps. Avoid crowds and overstimulating environments that can amplify the storm's chaos. Spend time in nature. Walk barefoot on the grass. Let the earth ground you. Adjust your sleep patterns. If you're restless, try calming rituals like herbal tea or a warm bath to reset. Practice deep breathing and meditation daily. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, to center yourself amidst the storm. These aren't just coping tools. They're your weapons to rise with the cosmic wave, stronger than ever. Feel the urgency of this moment. Declare your readiness by saying aloud, "I am the force of this storm, and I will rise." Then, head to the comments and tell us, what's one fear you're releasing, or one bold step you're taking today? Let's build a community of cosmic warriors, rising together. This is just the beginning of your journey with cosmic wisdom naturally. We're here to keep you ahead of every cosmic transformation. So subscribe now and join our mission to awaken the world, one soul at a time. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Your share could spark their awakening. Stay grounded, stay focused, and let's ride this cosmic wave together.